I want to tell me why you locked your front door up. Or who you are first and why you're wearing something like that on your shirt.
Well, I'm Chuck Jennings from CSDI, and I own a Permagloss laser.
Okay.
We got it in mid-November, got it delivered in mid-November, and have been using it. Right now, we've kind of started to change our business a little bit, where in the past, we used to have the door open and anybody could walk in, and what we're finding that those customers are the types of people that we really didn't want as customers. So we put a sign on the door, actually. If you have an appointment, great. If you don't, you know, we might be able to help, you might not, to slow down the traffic patterns. But we're seeing that things are slow, and there's not a lot of people walking in. The door is unlocked, in fact, and they can't come in. So, and we talked to some other business owners and things in the area, and they see the same thing. But everybody that walks in, as soon as you show them the laser stuff, oh, that's cool. And we've had some nice business out of it, just not enough of a steady diet on it. But
you guys don't like applique, right?
We don't like applique.
Okay, so if you change that, and sometimes I want you to be open to experiment, because that's a whole other source of revenue. You pigeonhole the laser in one spot, but it's a lot broader. And your prices, are they high, are they low? How are they comparing to what your study was?
I feel like they're right in line. I think we could probably go higher on them if we wanted. We could probably go a little bit lower if we had to get a particular order. I think that where we're winning at, where we would win at, is on our setup fees. We're not over gouging them, anybody on a setup fee, and feel like that's the place. We set the setup fees on a per piece order. So if it's a certain size, you know, they get one price. If it goes down or goes up, then it's another price.
Listen, I'm not perfect. You had a service call after the fact. What was your experience? Because people get nervous.
Yeah, and I can tell anybody I was completely pleased with everything that happened. We had a power supply go bad, just one of those anomalies. I tried to work it out and felt like I wasn't qualified to completely, and just sent two guys down. Not any charge to me, sent it down. They were there in my shop a whole day on a Saturday, no less. Took care of it, and from that time on, we've not had one blip in the radar screen.
I have to bring out imperfections like that, because sometimes people, if there's nothing that is a service call, then they're doubtful. But I want them to know that it's not like a one-man show either, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've been real pleased. I've had some problems with artwork where I didn't know how to tackle it. I've called. Alex has always given me his help. If I email him, usually within a few hours, he's calling me back instead of emailing me and telling me this is what you have to do.
Did he go, Chuck, that's your fault, with his big voice?
No, but the surprising thing is, on the one logo, he knew exactly what it was. It was the garment was getting loose on me. It was the garment was shrinking on me, and he knew exactly what it was. I would have spent weeks and weeks to figure that out. I didn't know where to go on the whole thing. And as soon as he said what to do, he said, just hoop that and hold it back. Perfect.
That's the one you sent me the picture of, where the block was different.
Globe. Yeah, it had the globe and it had that block. Yeah, the block moved. I couldn't figure it out. I got stuff all over the shop with blocks moved all over. He said, hoop it. Damn, that thing worked.
It's just because that material was more susceptible to heat of the shrinkage.
Yeah, and what we learned was it was a lower quality garment, is what it was. We haven't had any problem with a little higher quality garment, and that's what our clients ultimately want. But we used this particular garment. This client wanted to go a little cheap, and they were buying a fairly large quantity, and so we went that way. And it turned out great. As soon as we knew. The amazing thing is, when I did my test shots, I didn't have that problem, but I didn't do it on the exact same garment. So it's been we love it. We can't wait to put more work on it.
Okay, good.
I mean, Dina and I just look all the time, and when somebody comes in our shop, it doesn't matter what they're buying. It's, have you seen this? And we've done a billboard. We have a reader board in the local community that's going for 3 months on it. We just did a mailer chamber.
Send me a picture of that one.
Yeah, we just did a mailer chamber, and yesterday before we left, we were late leaving. A guy who came in and dropped $400 of stuff that he wanted his corporate logo.
When you get back, send me an email. I'll send you a little markup we did, where I want you to go etch a series of samples and use that ad and get them out. I want something outbound every month now to a group of people because, you know, we don't save lives, we decorate shirts, so I want them to, you to be in top of mind. So one thing could be how to run a better trade show, one thing could be how to launch a product more effectively, one thing could be the 80-20 rule, don't buy Bic pens for all your customers, buy this garment, this thing with their logo, and say it's worthwhile to do a setup and get, you know, 18 different singles. You know why you do it, right? Because you do it, they go, where to get that? They want more.
Right.
But it's more like a loss leader because it's not a big deal to set up. But then you potentially have one customer giving you 18 potential customers, and all of a sudden it takes off like that, especially if it's decorated inside by, you know, so let's talk about that. I'm going on vacation right after this, but let's touch base on email. I can send you the email for sure.
We've got a pro shop at an exclusive golf club in Pittsburgh that's looking at this as a way to stock their shop. But right now, what they got is a typical embroidered logo. We're proposing sewing just a part of the logo and then doing the etch around the logo.
Multimedia, okay.
And he liked that.
And you know how easy that is to register with my laser, right? Because you got the center dot and you got the whole setup there. Okay.
Yeah, first time I did the test run, I hit it right on. So it was easy to do.
Okay.
It was real easy.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Okay.
Okay.